Hi friends, my channel is called Minivan Muse. I travel in my 2023 Honda Odyssey named Betty White, and we travel around the country to beautiful places, interesting places, and I'm happy that you're here to travel along with us. Well, the day was finally here to go out of town to Las Vegas to a conference that I had for work. But of course, first, we had to get out of LA. And living and driving here for 40 years, I can tell you, leaving wasn't fun. But once you're out of town and you're driving on the open road, it got really pretty. I even got to see some beautiful California wildflowers growing at the side of the road. And my first stop was Barstow, California. And that's where I loaded up on a few supplies. Full. Okay, just stopped at the store. I'm a couple hours away from posting up for the evening, so I bought 30 pounds of ice, put it in here. I also bought a little stir-fry kit for dinner, since I'm only going to be in the van one night, and then at my conference, I didn't want to buy a whole bunch of food. When I'm at the hotel for the conference, I'm going to turn my fridge off so that I'm not, of course, wasting energy from my power bank. It's about 82 degrees. Nice outside, but if you're sitting in the van, little AC might take the edge off. So we're going to see how that works in a little bit. The next stop where I pulled over to take this pic is Baker, California, that has this famous thermometer sticking up into the air. You could see, I think it says 81, but during the summer, you bet it's well over 100 degrees. The other thing I saw in Baker that kind of blew my mind was the gas prices. For those of you not from California, I'm sure this is pretty shocking. Not so for us in California at times. All right. Woo. It's about 7 o'clock. Somewhere about 80 miles from Las Vegas. Just looking at the temperature gauge in the car, I think the hottest it was today I saw was like 88 or something like that. However, it is later in the day, so it's a little bit cooler. I think it's like high 70s, maybe 80. So I'm in the back of the van, parked at a rest area, ready to chill out and have some dinner. And we're going to turn on the Icy Breeze. It's full of ice. Battery is in. Air's going to come out of here. So let's turn it on. All right. And we got cool air. Now this hose that comes right out of the top is pretty short. So I do have the extension. And this tube is merely to extend the range. And there you have it. Air is cold. Feels very good. This is very pleasant. It's kind of loud, I have to admit. And now we relax and we make some dinner and some coffee. I drink too much coffee, but that's what we're going to do next. And look, we got some friends here at the rest area. These big, huge, I believe those are ravens. Obviously, they're hoping somebody's gonna drop some food or something, but I got nothing for them right now. That might help a little bit. So my front curtain is across. I have one window covering and privacy curtain over here. This side I'm gonna leave open for a little while, kind of watch the sunset. Now, I think we have a complete meal. All right, dinner done, dishes done, tea kettle is ready for the morning. So now we just kick back, watch a movie, go to bed. Good morning. Oh, the sound of the 18-wheelers idling. It just puts me to sleep like a white noise machine for a little baby. Oh boy. Yeah, so I got the Icy Breeze on because it's a touch warm in here already. I was reading the comments last night on the video I made about the AC, and somebody said Icy Breeze is going out of business. Or they are out of business. That's a bummer. I guess I better take care of it because it's not like I can get another part or something. That's a shame. Somebody else was saying that there's a lot of people who do a DIY. You know, they take like a real cooler and they could turn it into something like that. Probably would have to have some electrical know-how to do something like that. I'm headed for my conference. I'm dressed, you can't really see, but I have on my work shirt. And work shirts for me means it's covering the tattoos. You know, I don't really care, but I think some people think, mainstream America thinks, maybe, I don't know, you look more professional if your tattoos aren't hanging out. So anyway, next couple days being at this conference and you know, acting professional. Again, I say that with a bit of a chuckle. I am who I am. Always been kind of a unusual person. And so, you know, they can love it or leave it, as I say. You know, I'm 5 years away from retirement, and for us older folks, you know how it is when you're close to retirement. It's not that you don't do your job any less well, it's just that you don't really give a bleep what other people think about you if you're doing your job well. So anyway, we'll see you on the other side of this conference, and then we're heading back to the pad. It's a beautiful day in the desert. 64 degrees at 8:30 in the morning. Headed to Las Vegas. Good morning. Wow. I slept so good. Very nice rest area here. Little less than halfway between Las Vegas, where I was for my conference, and home. It's just beautiful. Mountains. It's desert, but it's also mountains out there. It's just beautiful. When I was at the conference, I got some really bad news about a family member who is close to passing. So that kind of put a damper on things for me. Honest with you, I'm not putting down Las Vegas, but for me, too loud and too many people. I prefer this. You know, it's just more confirmation that life is really short, and you just have to do what you just got to do what you want and what you dream about while you can. Is it scary? Yeah. Are you nervous sometimes? Yeah. Do you have to be absolutely vigilant about your surroundings when you're out on the road? Yeah. Lost both my parents, of course, grandparents, my dog, my best friend, and my sister will be next. 2 years older than me. I don't want to say much more about that. Anyway. So today we go home and we unpack and back to work tomorrow. I have some ideas for some more videos that I'd like to do between now and the time I take my summer trip. I think I'm going to do a video on how I plan my trips. I want to do a video on power banks, the DC to DC charger, the solar panels. Now, I'm not an electrical person, but just to kind of talk about what the options are. Usually what I do is, bed can be kind of messy when you wake up, but I'll get off it and then I'll pull all of the bedclothes off of it. And then the first thing I do is put the mattress back into couch mode. And once it's back in couch mode, and now I have all this room here, then I start folding the bedclothes. And I bought this cute decorative pillowcase at IKEA, and my fitted sheet, because I don't really fold that usually. I'll just stuff it in the pillowcase. And then my flat sheet. Again, no folding, just stuff it. And then my first blanket. So sheets and puffle go into the pretty pillowcase. I actually used my heated mattress pad last night. This is the time of year where temperatures can change a lot, so while usually it's either summer gear, my Icy Breeze, or it's my winter gear, my heated mattress pad. And you've all seen in my other videos, I have that reptile heat emitter and stuff like that. I didn't actually bring that, but I did bring my heated mattress pad because I do not want to be cold. And so I busted that out last night. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll put a bungee around some of this stuff just to make it easier to carry upstairs. Close my curtain or open my curtain. I have a little tie that I secure it with, and then I kind of roll them up and tuck them down into the flap or pocket behind the passenger seat, just so that they don't fly around and flap around when I'm driving. Okay, we're packed for takeoff, ready to go home. I already filled this tote. There's my backpack. Back to the pad. I mean, it would be great to stay here forever with this great view, but going back. And that's a wrap. Had a interesting time. Got some really bad news, as I mentioned, about a family member. So I did drive home very contemplative, very grateful for my health and for the ability to travel. I'm really grateful everyone subscribed, hoping that you're enjoying the channel and the videos. And I'm really looking forward to my summer trip. So more to come about planning that, and we'll see you next time.